I don't really do these so that people can watch them because it doesn't matter. I don't even know where to start. It's interesting to me. I have grown up in a small town and I've lived this life where I am that girl who could not be completely honest with everyone around me because of my home life. Um, my mom struggled with alcoholism when I was growing up. My dad died when I was 5. I had a stepdad who just didn't really want to hang out with us. He wasn't very fatherly, so we just did our own thing, and it's been a struggle to remember what I am worth. I'm going to be 31 in February. Um, this year has been very intense and very interesting for me. I've been in a relationship with this man for 5 years, Chris. We're getting married in May, but we have our own struggles because we both um, have anger issues. I mean, things have happened in our life that we have not completely processed through yet. And sometimes we take it out on each other, but it's a growing process because we're both in therapy at the moment. Anyway, besides that, I just graduated Seminar 3 through Turning Leaf Wellness Center. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I highly recommend you look it up. It's Turning Leaf Wellness Center, and they're based out of St. George. Dean Nixon, he is a magical man who can look into your soul and read it. And apparently, yeah, he can just tell you exactly what is going on, and you don't even know it's going on. Or you do, you just don't want to admit it. Or at least that's the way it is for me. I don't want to say you because I'm not you. Anyway, so I graduated the seminar on Saturday night, and it's all about balance and taking healthy risks and being aware of what helps you and what you're afraid of and what you're willing to overcome. And I struggle with my spirituality. I grew up in the Mormon church. I was baptized when I was 8. My daughter's 8 years old right now, and she's been talking about wanting to get baptized, which, by the way, I need to talk to her more about. And I was very, very involved in the Mormon church when I was growing up because it was my safety net. That is where I escaped to when things at home were not going well, and I depended on it. I was a part of it. I went to girls' camp. I went to Young Women's. I read the Book of Mormon. I studied the Book of Mormon and the Bible and the Doctrine and Covenants and anything and everything that you can think of. And I was very deep in the religion from the age of 8 to the age of 17. So that's 9 years of my life. And it helped me that there's some things about the Mormon religion that I don't agree with. But that's okay. For the most part, it is what saved me from myself and making the choices that could have ultimately destroyed my life. And when I turned 17 and I started dating my first husband, he talked me into believing that my faith was wrong. I allowed him to dictate and govern how I wanted to live my life because I loved him so much and I didn't have a sense of self worth as far as that went. It's been a very difficult road to be so far into allowing other people to tell me how to live and instead of just living by my own terms. It's something that I do not want for my daughter. I want her to believe that she can live on her own terms and she doesn't have to worry about impressing other people and doing what they want her to do. Even now, I still struggle with it. Like, I went to St. George and everybody else wanted to go to Applebee's, so I went to Applebee's. I mean, Applebee's sounded delicious because we don't have Applebee's in Kanab. little small town of 4,500 people. We got McDonald's, Wendy's, Subway, and a couple of family owned businesses. I mean, they're not bad, but they're expensive. And it's being 30 years old and still struggling with allowing others to dictate how I want to respond and the choices I make is difficult. So, the point of this video is the admittance that I'm giving. I am not perfect. I allow others to tell me how to live. And I want to do better in not allowing that. Because my sanity is important. The relationship I have with myself is the most important. It's not selfish. It's not to degrade anyone else or disgrace anyone else or set my daughter or my son aside or my fiance. It has nothing to do with any of that. If I can't have a relationship with myself, then I cannot have a relationship with anybody. I need to love myself first, and I need to influence myself first. I need to make my own choices first and not allow other people to tell me how to live, because it is not their place. And it is not anybody, for anybody who may watch this, whether it's 0 viewers or 100, 200, thousands of viewers, whatever. The relationship I have with myself is most important, and it is not selfish. I hope you gain value from this video.